You guys fucking NBC, CNN, they can keep hiding the fucking truth. They can keep feeding this lie. They can feed this lie that white people are the evil fucking supremacy oppressors in the world. But if there's one racial problem in America nowadays, it's white people being discriminated against. And that's the fucking truth. Sorry to tell you. Sorry to tell you. If there's any fucking problem with violence, racial violence, is black people beating up whites, not the other way around, believe me. Every time a black person gets beat up by white people, it's a big thing in the news. Everybody hears about it. Everybody. It could never happen. You will never see in America a situation where a fucking black person is lynched by a mob of white people in the streets. Anymore, obviously. It did happen in the past, of course, and it's really fucked up, but not anymore. Enough for a long time. But we're seeing the other way now. You can see it on the video, dude. Fucking blacks are ganging up and beating the shit out of whites, dude. And not only whites, blacks, whatever. They just violent motherfuckers, dude. Those motherfuckers are violent, dude. It's more black on black than anything. That is completely true. Like, they fuck each other even more than they fuck the others, honestly. Like, I saw the video. What this woman did was try to stop the blacks from beating each other. Like, there was like a gang of like black kids beating another black boy, and the white woman got in the middle, and all the black people started like beating the shit out of her. But imagine if that would happen the other way around. Imagine if it was a black woman being beat up by a crew of white teenagers. It would be on every news station. White supremacy. How bad are white people? They're evil. Black people can do it. Nobody will ever dare in this fucking country to question the innocence of black people. The innocence, the racial innocence. As a collective, black people can't do wrong in America. Nothing is to be blamed on them. Everything that black people do wrong in America is to be blamed on white supremacy, on whatever white people have done. The evil white people have put the black people in a position where they have been, conduced. They've been turned into evil, not into evil, they've been into victims. The only reason why these black people are acting violently, more violently than other people, is because of the white supremacy system they're in. Of course. If white people act violently, oh no, they're bad people. If white people do it, oh, they're white supremacists, they're evil, they're genuinely bad. If black people do it, no, they're victims. So fucked up. Why? Why do we keep in this country, why do we keep letting black people get away with not taking responsibility for anything and just blame all the wrongdoings on, racist system. Oh, yeah, blacks commit more crimes. Oh, yeah, they have less credit score. Oh, yeah, they perform less. They're great at sports, but they keep like fucking up and being violent and all this fucking crazy shit. But it's all because of white supremacy. But when white people fuck up, oh, it's not because of the system that fucks white people up. No, it's just because white supremacy too, maybe, I'm just sick of it, dude. Because we feel bad for their history, but it's enough, dude. It's enough. It's time to take responsibility, man. It's time to take responsibility and stop, excusing bad behavior just because of history. It's done. History was a long time ago. It's done. And it's so hypocritical, man. It's so fucked up. Just because fucked up shit happened in the past, it doesn't mean they can just, people can just get away with whatever the fuck they want, and be like, yeah. I guess their fucking great-grandparents, their grandparents had it bad, so we're not gonna be as tough on it, Like, on one side, no. No. I don't think we should be like that, I think we shouldn't excuse it. It's understandable, okay, yeah, we understand it, but never to be excused. You can't be violent like that. Now do the Jews. Other the Jews. Which Jews? The good ones or the bad ones? The Hollywood CNN ones that just want to like destroy like Christian, like high moral, pure like family value people, and just like kind of like install some kind of like abomination of society where like wrong is good and good is wrong and everything is like twisted because they think like to worship Satan and to like transform beauty to like glorify ugliness and like this despise beauty as some sort of like triumph for them because they're satanic and they're like they just it's a sector, not only Jews, there's a lot of people, but it's Jews were big, some parts of the some Jewish lobbies, in my opinion, responsible, especially the ones that control the media, the ones that control like mainstream culture, not necessarily control it, but influence it. Yeah, I do believe. I do believe they want to. They want to twist reality around because they hate God. They hate like the fact that that certain things are beautiful because they are twisted, they're wicked. They were made wicked. They were made to hate, to be envious. They were made to despise and to covet, and they were made very smart and conniving, and that's why the role they play in this reality is to lie, to manipulate, to deceive in order to confuse, to create suffering, in order to transform their spite for everything that's beautiful into suffering for people that are good, and just like bring other people down to their level of like just miserable existence. As if I believe in God, I mean, I don't believe necessarily in the Abrahamic God or the Muslim God, but I believe that the reality we live is more than I believe that the physical realm we experience is a manifestation of something that is like mathematical. Like there is fundamentally like certain laws of reality that kind of like bring balance to the cosmos. And I feel like I don't know if this is true or not, but I feel that we all like play a role in this universe. We're all just like equations and math, We're like cogs in a big wheel that is just like destined to like do what it's gonna do. So even the evil ones, they play a role in this story, I don't know why. I don't know. There's probably no reason, I don't know what the reason for anything is, but I believe that there's forces that I don't know if I can call them good and evil, but I feel like in a way, it's like positive and negative in a magnet. Just like energy or yin. I guess yin and yang is the way that I kind of believe in a way. Like that's the most like in a way like descriptive, like accurate, I guess, like religious worldview that I could have, like kind of like that. And that's how everything is at the end of the day. It's all like duality in this realm. And we as human beings, we're just like, you know, different expressions of that, you know, those forces in a way. And we just like fight each other, like fire and water or fire and fire. And you know, I just believe in what I believe because that's what I was put in this world to believe. And I will, you know, I will fight and die for my beliefs if it comes to that. I don't know if I will kill. I don't want to kill, but I believe in certain things that are good and they're fair and just. And of course, we all believe the same, I guess. You know, the people that I criticize a lot of times, they believe they're good too, you know? The people that say that all white people are evil, white supremacy, the people that can't see, the people that every time that, you know, there's something, the people that point out things about white people that are bad all the time, but the second you point something about black people that could be bad, they call you a racist when they constantly do it about whites. You know, that kind of shit. Like, it's so blindsided in American society. It's like, you can criticize anybody, whites, you can criticize Jews, but as long as it's, you know, when you say something bad about the blacks as a group, it's like, you're a piece of shit, you're a racist. It's nothing is ever their fault. Everything is just like the blame of the system and the whites and this and that. Those people that think that way, they feel they're good too, you know? They don't think they're like satanic, or they don't think they're like delusional or hypocritical for thinking, you know, you can just like, you can generalize about every group except for those are like, I don't know. To me, I'm very against that, you know? I feel like a lot of whites have like self-hate and, you know, shame. And I feel it's really tragic in a way that it's been normalized to like be able to criticize certain races, but certain races are like just seen as complete victims. Why is that, you know? Like, we've all gone through fucked up shit as ethnic groups. You should never excuse like criminal behavior on like, yeah, but you know, they're poor, they're suffered. You should never excuse that, you know? You could understand it. You could, like, associate it with, like, okay, yeah, you know, this might be one of the reasons why we see this behavior, why we see all this crime. Yeah, because, you know, they've had it fucked up. Does that mean we just can't even point it out? We can't say the obvious. We can't state the facts, you know, the statistics about crime, about violent behavior in general? No, we should be able to speak up, and that shouldn't be racist. Facts should never be racism. You can't just ignore shit like that, man. Fucking political correctness, you know, it's just a cancer. Nah, man, because, you know, one day they will have to, like, I don't know. Like, how are you going to fix something if you can't even acknowledge it, you know? You can't fix something if you can't even acknowledge it, if it's banned to acknowledge it. You're just going to propagate it forever. It's going to be 500 years from now. It's going to be like, yeah, slavery, that shit that happened 5,000 years ago, but we still justify every sorts of like bad behavior and high criminal numbers and, you know, like just like performing poorly in life compared to other people on that. yeah, you know, no. At a certain point, we gotta be like, you know, fix your shit, homies. With no hate. I'm not saying this because I want to hate anybody. I don't want to hate anybody, dude. I want to love people, but I can't love people that hurt other people. I can't love people who fucking lynch people, even for the race, you know? It is a cycle. Yeah, it's a cycle, exactly. That's the good thing. And as I said, I'm seeing this video of like 20, 15 black kids like beat the fuck out of a old white woman, and like this would never happen. Like, white people would never be so evil. You would never see a group of white kids beat the fuck out of a black woman like that in America. And it's so fucked up that white people get the blame of being racist and violent, and the blame of like shit being bad in the world, when they are like so nice in general. So nice compared to like blacks, dude. Like, that's fucked up behavior, and you see it on blacks, dude. You see it. It's fucked up. It's fucked up, and we need to start speaking up about it. We can't fucking keep quiet and pretend it's not happening. It's fucked up. You would never see that. You saw it in the past. Yeah, of course. White people have done so much fucked up shit in the past, and they still do a lot of fucked up shit, definitely. But we can't keep pretending that this is the America we live in still. We can't pretend that we're living in America where white people are like tyrants and evil, and black people are completely innocent, because this is not the case anymore. This is not the case. We live in a country now where the blacks will jump white people, or even Asians, like in groups like this. Like fucking animalistic, dude. And the other way around, it won't happen, dude. We also live in a country where fucking crazy whites shoot up schools, you know? I'm not trying to fucking say like, oh no, you know, the biggest problem in America is blacks. You know, we have so much problems in this country. We have racial division. We have, you know, we have a fucking group of fucking, you know, not every black person is like this, but we do have like a sector of the black community that are heavily like in a culture that is like just, you know, really vulgar and like abusive and just like, you know, opportunistic, takes advantage, you know, looting. I saw another video just like going in a store and picking up shit and taking it, you know. It's like, fuck it, man. Just like blame this country on all their problems, and it's like they don't feel bad for like, you know, doing fucked up shit to just get away with what they want, and that's fucked up. But as I said, we have other problems, you know, so many problems. We have gun violence here. It's like, it's so sad, man, to see this country. It's just so sad to see the amount of mental illness. We have a president who's a fucking pedophile and a rapist, and his fucking son is fucking, you know, anyways. They're all a bunch of crooks, dude. They're all a bunch of fucking lying, scheming, fucking demonic fucking motherfuckers, dude. Transgender are the worst. Nah, man. Like, it's just like the blacks. There's so many that are like actually good. You know, you see the videos, you see the worst of them, and you think they're all bad. There is a problem, of course, with certain parts of the LGBT community, especially the people that have like claimed ownership of it and claimed power over it. But I'm telling you, like 90% of transsexuals are not into politics, dude. They just want to fucking, you know, wear their fucking dresses and fucking, you know, be fucking promiscuous and just like be left alone, and they just want to feel like they're like, they just want to feel like they're not freaks, you know? And they deserve the right of just like, you know, being looked in the eyes and, you know, having like human dignity. They do, man. Like, transsexual people have the right to dignity. But the problem is now, like, you know, like the excessive propagandization of homosexuality and transgenderism in society. Not just to be accepted, but to become a trend. And that is like not a problem if it wasn't because when you give hormones to kids that you're gonna change their bodies forever, and that is fucked up because most of these kids are not even trans. They just like believe they are. They've been told that. You know, it's for a kid, it's very easy to believe there's something or whatever, you know. Kids believe in Santa Claus, for fuck's sake. Tell a kid, give a kid the choice to pick. You want to be a boy or a girl? They say, I'm a girl, I'm a boy, both, you know. Okay, well, here's some hormones, dude. Take some hormones, child. It's like asking your kid, your 5-year-old kid, hey, do you want a tattoo? Look, you could have your favorite cartoon just drawn in you forever. Don't you want that? And the kid goes, yes, of course. And then you give your kid a big ass tattoo of fucking, I don't know, Mickey Mouse or some bullshit, man. Whatever fucking Zac Efron is on the TV. And then 5 years later they realize, fuck, I was a dumb kid. Well, I wish my parents wouldn't have let me get this fucking tattoo forever in my fucking body. And a bunch of kids are gonna fucking wake up in 5-10 years, not even that long, and they're gonna be like, fuck, I was just a dumb kid, you know, and I thought I was a transsexual, and I'm not. And they gave me a bunch of fucking hormones, dude, and my body changed forever. There's like no sense of holiness at all for the human body, I guess. And I mean, in a sense that makes sense, of course, because, you know, what holiness can it be in the human body when so many people are born with deformities and, like, you know, Down syndrome and shit like that. So to assume that your body is holy and you shouldn't, you know, tamper with it if you can, you know, I guess that's like too much to ask. But still, you know, we should like value like organic, like, you know, like if you don't have to, don't change it, you know. Only do it if like really is important. But if it's something minor, really, you know, come on, just like, we need to like stop being so like, you know, like we need to start like learning how to accept ourselves more if we can, you know. I get it, you know, I got a hole in my chest, you know, I'm balding, I'm short, you know. I don't want to fucking get surgery on my legs, surgery on my head, get all these tattoos, you know, get fucking puffy lips, all gonna transform my body just to look like a, you know, enhanced version of myself. Like, man, I feel that's like just like so, in a way, just like superficial, man. Like that's just like saying, yep, I know we're superficial. We are just superficial fucking monkeys. And I care about this, and I know other people care too. And I know, dude, when I see a chick with like fucking a giant fucking surgical ass, I'm like, that's hot. Believe me, I want to fuck the shit out of that. I do. But, you know, on the other side, I feel like, would I do that to my own body? Probably not. And, you know, it's like, in a way, I feel like there is some sort of like purity. There's some sort of like, you know, purity or innocence or just like something that's like kind of beautiful about like not, you know, it's like accepting if we can. I'm saying, of course, if you're like, you know, gonna die or something, just get surgery. Or, you know, if you're like super depressed about the way you look, sure, get fucking surgery. Like, I mean, I don't care. At the end of the day, it's your body, it's your fucking choice. But I'm saying, maybe as a culture, we should stop like being so into like that and being a little more like humble and more like appreciative of what we have and like accepting of what we are, instead of wanting to be more and more and more and like getting surgeries and changing our body and changing our gender and this and that, you know. I'm just saying, maybe it would be just like better for our just like general minds, mental health. I don't know, just like, or maybe not. I mean, I might be wrong, but lust is a hard demon to conquer.